Okay, so I just finished writing the code to auto harvest pumpkins. Pumpkins are special, right? Because they only have like a 1 in 5, or no, a 4 in 5 success rate. So there's a 20% fail rate. So what I had to do to get this to work, as you can see, my main is all just a single line, but that's pulling from my global functions file, which is pulling from two separate functions. Is pulling from the basic movement function, which is way up here. And basic movement starts off in a for loop that is the entire length of the world squared, so essentially every single tile. So it will run all the way till here, this for loop. And then it checks what crop is in the crop variable. This gets passed as a parameter, and then it will run the specific harvesting code for whatever crop I'm telling it to. And the pumpkins is the function I just wrote. It's the most complicated, so I haven't embedded the code in the if statement. I created a separate plant pumpkins function, which also takes two parameters. I'm probably going to end up doing that for the rest of the other crops as well. But down in the pumpkins function, this is where the real fun happens, and I nicely commented everything. So the two parameters are whether we're going to water it and fertilize it. And currently I have the watering turned on because that speeds up the growth. That's the other thing about pumpkins, is they have a variable growth rate. So if you don't water them, they'll grow between like, what is it? 1.2 and 3.8 seconds. There, I just harvested a massive pumpkin. But if you water the soil, the water level of the soil is higher, the grow time's faster. So I have the optional watering code turned on, and that checks to see if the water level of the soil is at least half. And if it is, it doesn't do anything. But if it isn't, it will wait until the water is full and keep watering it. So it just keeps watering it all the way up to full. And that's what you see it doing there. It's just spitting water down until the water level hits full, and then it immediately plants a pumpkin, and then it will flip on top of that pumpkin until the pumpkin is fully grown, because of the chance of the pumpkin failing. So that way, if it fails, it immediately replants it and then continues flipping until it confirms that it's a healthy pumpkin, and then it moves on. And the reason for that is this. It merges them. All the pumpkins will merge if they are all healthy and next to each other. But if a single pumpkin in the wrong spot is dead, you don't get a merge. So that's why I needed to write this ridiculously long dual function system, which I then collapse into one line. I love code. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, I could probably switch the watering logic outside of my pumpkins function, because that's useful code. Genuinely, I could just throw that up in basic movement before crop checking, see if, if I have the water variable determined here before it even, goes into plant anything. It just waters the soil. Yeah, no, okay. Yep, that's the next step. Anyway, you can always improve. Just because it works doesn't mean it's perfect.